when you're happy? He's happy. All right, I got some new songs getting ready to come out. I recorded this in the studio. Made my first studio single in quite a bit. I put out an EP, which I have for sale back there, in 2016. Since then, I've been playing a whole lot of drums for a lot of really amazing local, regional artists. John R. Miller, one of the best songwriters that I know. Chelsea Nolan. Be playing with Nick Dittmeyer coming up. Played a little for Chris Knight about a month ago. That was a real honor. But every now and then I write some songs of my own, and I'm trying to get out there, get a new record out, and start playing a little bit. This will be the first single. I'm just waiting on some art. Just as soon as I get it, I'm going to put it out there in the world. It's called $34. I've been doing this for a real long time, and you know, you work jobs, you do bartending, you do construction work, you do server stuff. Try to make ends meet while you're trying to get this out into the world. But it seems that there's a cyclical thing that happens where you get 4 or 5 steps ahead, and then something happens and it sets you like 27 steps back, and then you got to go through the whole process again, and you got so on and so forth. So in the last, you know, the end of the last cycle, I was sitting in a commune type house that I lived in with a lot of my friends, one of which is an amazing songwriter and one of the best harmonica players that I know, a man by the name of Jake Groves, who plays for Coulter Wall, a young Canadian songwriter who's really setting it on fire right now. I toured with Coulter for a long time as well. And I wrote Jake into this song because it's kind of half the reason that it was inspired. But because the house was empty, I was sitting in an empty house. Basically, you know, I was renting, and the property management company calls me while I'm out on tour, and I've got like a maybe 3-week tour going on, and I have a month to get out of my house, and they call me like 2 days in. So when I get home, I have like 6 or 7 days to get all my things out of this house because the owner has sold it. So everyone else is already gone. All of my roommates are already gone. I get home and it's just my stuff in my room, and the rest of the house is empty. And I'm sitting there on the edge of the bed, literally smoking my last cigarette, and I don't know what we're supposed to say in the House of Jane or on video, but I'm digging into the corner of my last little bit of shake in this bag that I have. And then I turned over and picked up my guitar, and I wrote this in about 15 minutes. It's called $34. My last cigarette is burning. I just smoked the last of my shake. Every room in my house is empty. Got $34 to my name. Well, the heart and beans line a bowl beside me. Oh, I just can't get out of this bed. I can still hear the echoes of Jake Groves' thoughts. They line the inside of my head. And I guess it's time to go back to leaning on the wind, and not knowing where I lay my head again. My clothes hanging in the closet, they ain't none of them fit right no more. Probably throw them in a bag, head down to Salvation Army, leave them for the thrifty and the poor. 'Cause all I really need is a good pair of blue jeans and my old dirty boots. couple button-down shirts, my old jean jacket, and I just might make it through. And I guess it's time to go back to leaning on the wind, not knowing where I lay my head again. Not knowing where I lay my head long before I'm old and gray. My tired body becomes a chore. When I finally get four walls squared up, I hope it's you standing at my door. And I guess it's time to go back to leaning on the wind and not knowing where I lay my head. And I guess it's time to go back to leaning on my breath, not knowing where I lay my head again, not knowing where I lay my head again. Thank you, thank you. I will be hosting the 17th annual Towns Tribute. It's always on January 1st every year, 1/1. It'll be at the Gravely Brewing in Louisville. Really amazing venue, great sound. Really like kind of a cafeteria setup for solid listening room experience. I've got a lot of amazing people this year coming out. It's just an hour. It's worth the drive if you can make it. And you can find that at just like Towns Van Zandt Louisville Tribute. It's on Facebook and Instagram, stuff like that. I'm getting ready to roll out a lot of showcase posts about all the artists that'll be on this year. And now I'll stop talking about other people. Talk about myself. How about that? That's what we're here for, right? All of us people that sit up here with guitars. It doesn't matter how humble one is. There's no way to deny the narcissism. As I sit here, and all of these folks look on to me. I sure appreciate you being here. And thanks to Jane and everybody. Ray running sound. I went across the road to the music store and had a really great conversation earlier about the awful times we live in while playing a 1943 J45. What a guitar that was. This is the first song that I ever wrote. It's back there on that CD. I'm from a small town, Pikeville, Kentucky. I wrote this for anyone who lives in a small town, specifically people that are into the arts, that are in a small town and have no way to express that in any way. Places like this, give an outlet, I believe. I'm sure that there are plenty of Madison local musicians that are coming up, and places like this really help to help those people suss their sound out and shake the cobwebs and stuff so they can get out there and do something. So I'm real appreciative of open mics and things like this. This one's called Running Away. Well, I'm running away call my own. Yeah, I'm running away from this place that I call my home. I'm sick and I'm tired of being alone. So I'm running away from this place I call home. Well, the mountains are tall and the people all walk close to God. Yeah, those mountains are tall and the people they all walk close to God. Well, Jesus don't love me, this much I know. So I'm running away from this place I call home. Pike County's charm, but it's lost on a man like me. My flesh and my blood are all that it ties to me. These mountains have charm, and I've gotta be going my way. And I can hear the Ohio is calling to me every day. I just lay in my bed and I talk to the wall all night. When it starts talking back, well, I know something ain't right. So I kick and I scratch and I piss and I moan. I'm running away from this place I call home. Pike County has its charm, but it's lost on a man like me. My flesh and my blood are all it ties to me. These mountains have charm, and I've gotta be going my way. I can hear the Ohio is calling to me. I can hear it, it's calling to me. I can hear it, it's calling to me. I can hear it, it's calling to me. Oh, I can see it. Thank you, man. I never do a set list. It's always bad. It's always a bad decision. But I think it's alright, man. Just do your thing. This will be on that new record. I wrote this quite a few years ago. It's a pretty sad song, pretty heavy piece of music, but that's life, you know? Shit happens. Shit's sad. So I wrote a sad song. It's called Morning Again. It's just about losing someone and trying to unpack it in here somewhere. Well, I sit here and I wonder just what I'm gonna do when I get home this evening. I walk into our room and you're just gone. Well, she left us on a Sunday, and we did lay her body down. And I could see them gather around her, as all my hopes did drown into the cold, dark, dark ground. Oh, I could have found the courage to say, oh, that I would have given you my name. Well, I just stood there as the night was falling and the shadows they covered the dirt. I could have swore I heard her sing, another tear stain on my shirt. For that broken earth, my mind was screaming, my hands they were bleeding, and I wondered if it was worth all of this pain. Oh, I wish I could have courage to say, oh, that I would have given you my name. Oh, I know I should have found the courage to say, oh, that I gladly would have given you my name. folks. I'm gonna hit this tuner. I wrote a new song not too long ago. I'm gonna attempt to play it. I might stumble a little bit, but we're all humans. I don't quite have a name for it just yet. Something like "You Set Fire to My Disguise" or something. We'll get there. I've fallen in love recently, and I've been spending a lot of time with a person who you meet, and it just kind of like changes your whole perspective on everything. And after a long line of not so happy endings, it's nice to live in such a unified thing. But when sometimes we carry our traumas with us, and I am not a perfect person, so that's kind of where this song came about. When I wake up in the morning time, roll on over, see that you're mine, shake my head in disbelief. You're a treasure full, poor to find. Well, days they come and days they go, pick you up, drive you low. They don't care where you're trying to go. Sometimes the wind, it don't even blow at you. Climb out of bed, turn the fan on high, and you see through the darkness and hang the sun back in the sky. Here you are again today, lying in the wake of a troubled mind. The volume of your voice is sweet, it carries me from out behind. Days they go and days they come, break your strings, bust your drum. They don't care about where you're from, who you are, what you become. It's you. You climb out of bed, turn the fan on high. You strike a match and you set fire to my disguise. Standing here now in my place, down in the grace she commands. I don't deserve to sing her name, wear a ring upon my hand. Days begin and days they end, begin again. What they do. Well, I'd be adrift till days of end, but not it been my love for you. You climb out of bed, turn the fan on high. You see through the darkness and hang the sun back in the sky again. Thank you. Working the bugs out on that one. I'll leave that off for now. If you want to, you can sing along on this one. I'll give you some direction. It's fun to sing together. So, I'm from Eastern Kentucky. You'll hear about that in this song. My dad was a multi-instrumentalist, and like myself, and he was a big bluegrasser. He played, 5 different instruments really well, and by the time I came into the world, he was already way down in it. So by the time I could rationalize and think about anything, that's the only thing that I knew in the world was just old men playing bluegrass music until I got a little older, and then started playing guitar a little bit, and it was just the times, and ended up in a punk rock band in the 90s, thousands of tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of other kids my age. But it's the only thing that I've ever done. There's never been a moment from, I was playing mandolin with my dad's people when I was 5, 6, 7 years old. And I wonder, it's one of those things that music fills you up in a specific way when you're in that kind of a atmosphere. And, I think that really set the foundation for my whole life. So I was playing around. This is one of the first songs that I ever wrote back in probably 2013 or 14. Just kind of thinking about a different timeline, an alternate universe where I didn't grow up in that household and what I might have become. It's called My Place. Real easy to sing. Couldn't close my eyes last night, there was too much racing around. Was trying to find a way to stand up and pick myself up out of this hole in the ground. 37 years down here and I'm still just scraping by. This dead-end job, I feel like a slob. I think it's time to solidify my place. My place in this place. My place in this place. 7 years old, I sat in with my daddy's band. Couldn't quite play those chords, I kept chop time on the mandolin. If I'd have known, it would have set me on this path. I'd have walked right up to my dad and said, you can have this mandolin back. I need to find my place in this place. My place in this place. My place in this place. Don't hear me wrong, I just always wondered who I'd be without. Without my drums and without this guitar right here on my back. Now if you want to sing along, you can do it here. You can just keep it going, and I'll sing right over top of it. Just like the chorus, it's just going to be my place in this place. You can even find the harmony if you know how to sing. My place in this place. My place in this place. My place in this place. Sing it loud, keep it going. Well, I could have been a businessman, I could have worn nice business tie, jet around the world and back just to sell you people pretty lies. I could have ran a big machine that tore the mountains down, so looking for a strip of coal to light the lights of my little town. I need to find my place in this place. My place in this place. My place in this place. Thank you, folks. Could have shacked up tight, could have spread my seed, God knows how far. But all I ever wanted to do was play my drums and my dad's old guitar. Thank you so much, everybody. I try to write as much as I can. I love, getting down in an original piece of music and sussing it out until I'm happy with it. But we all are here sitting in this room, especially, any musician. We're all inspired by the songs that we hear that bring us here. And Texas in general, about 10 years ago, landed in my lap. There was one specific gentleman by the name of Willis Allen Ramsey, who may even be more embedded into the people don't know about it place than Blaze Foley is. But he put out a record in 1972, self-titled Willis Allen Ramsey. Lyle Lovett says it's his favorite album. Ray Wiley specifically told me to look this record up. I went out on tour with Ray's opener 5 years ago, something like that, and he asked me if I'd heard Willis Allen Ramsey. I had not, and when I did, I knew that I had to learn this song and make it my own, and I've recorded this one as well. It'll be on the next record. It's called The Ballad of Spider John. Really reached me. Really relatable piece of music here from a different time. We're going to live with it. Spider John is my name, friends. I'm in between phrase, and I sure would be obliged if I could share your company. I'm on my way to nowhere. I've been running from my past, running from the things I used to be. Well, I know my words sound strange to you. If you wait until my song is sung and my story's told, you might come to understand why I'm old and bent and the devil's Well, I was a supermarket fool. I was a roller bank, a stool pigeon, robbing my hometown. I thought I'd lost my blues. I thought I'd paid my dues. I thought I'd found life to suit my style. Spider John, the robber man, long, tall, and handsome. Spider John with a loaded hand, taking ransom. And then one day I met Diamond Lil. She was the sweetest thing out of clear that the summer wind had ever blown my way. And Lil, she had no idea of my illustrious occupation. She thought I was a saint, not a sinner gone astray. Spider, he loved his lady so much, he could not confess his sins, for he knew if he did, the lady would surely take her leave. But you know the word got around, and Lily left town, and he never saw her again. Tossing and turning, it's causing his heart to grieve. I was a supermarket fool. I was a roller bank, a stool pigeon, robbing my hometown. I thought I'd lost my blues. I thought I'd paid my dues. I thought I'd found a life to suit my style. Spider John, the robber man, long, tall, and handsome. Spider John with a loaded hand, taking ransom. And that is all of my story. It's been these 30 years since I took to the road to find my precious jewel. And if you see my Lily, won't you give her my regard? Tell her old Spider got tangled in the black web that he spun. Tell her old Spider got tangled in the black web that he spun. Thank you so much. I don't know where we are on time. I kind of just lost it. Yeah, I'll do one more. Thanks to Jane again. Thanks to everybody for being here. I sure appreciate it. I've been in the studio for months and months, so I do not, I don't play out very much. Kind of waiting to get new material to promote. But I do have a couple of suitcases full of merch back there, a few t-shirts, an EP, some stickers, a sweatshirt. It's getting cold. I mean, back to the narcissism, all of these items have my face on them. And I know it's a commitment to wear another man's face on your body. So I understand if it's not your thing. This is a poem that I wrote for my grandparents. They've been together for, I want to say, 66 years at this point. They're both still living, which is a true blessing for someone that is getting ready to turn 38. And yeah, I just started writing down some words, and very simple piece, and then decided to wrap some music around it. It's called "When We Lay Him Down Beside Her." So it's sad but sweet, I guess. Good enough. Hey now, Dolly Jean. Hey now, Dolly Jean. Dolly Jean out working till she ain't got nothing left. Hey now, Dolly Jean. Hey now, Dolly Jean. My sweet Dolly Jean, you're gonna work yourself to death. Hey now, old John Paul. Hey now, old John Paul. John Paul, he can't take a step without her by his side. Hey now, old John Paul. Hey now, old John Paul. My sweet old John Paul, gonna love her till the day she dies. And when we lay him down beside her, high up on the side of an East Kentucky mountain, may they never be untied. When death he comes to calling, the clouds they wail and cry, and tear themselves so open, so together they can ride. Play your piano, play your piano. Dolly Jean, you rear on back and play your piano. Load your truck with dogs, run 'em all night long. John Paul, you go on ahead, load your truck with dogs, and run 'em all. When we lay him down beside her, high up on the side of an East Kentucky mountain, may they never be untied. When death he comes to call, the clouds they wail and cry, tear themselves to open, so together they can ride. Thank you all very much. I hope to be back as quick as I can.